All right, we are live. Shooter and the Stash ride again. This time for our country, the United States of America. They're singing the anthems right now. We're going to get kicked off here in probably the next 10 minutes. Team USA, Four Nations debut. Let's go. Hey, let's get one of these going.
War Eagle, America,
Guns!
yeah.
All right, so if you've never been to one of these, we are watching the games on our screens. Hopefully, you're watching the game on your screen. Watch along with us. We'll play some fun games, and we'll even ask the question right now. Comment in the chat. Who do you think scores first for Team USA? I'll ask you first, Stash. Who do you think it's going to be?
What we're talking about before the game, I think it to be Eichel.
You're going Eichel.
Yep.
That's a solid pick. I'm excited, and I'm gonna go with a guy who I've never got to cheer for before, like a lot of these guys that we're watching today. Because if you're new to this stream, we're diehard Lightning fans. But I get to pick today a good old American boy, Austin Matthews, who unfortunately plays for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We get to cheer for him today. We do have one of our Lightning players, Gensel. Jake's playing in this game.
Yeah.
We've got former Lightning JT Miller. Who else is on this? I don't think we got any other former Lightning players on this roster. But it'll be different cheering for some of these guys we usually hate against. But don't worry, Lightning fans. We do get to hate still against one of the Finland players. Alexander Barkov's one of their best players. Yeah, so we'll give Alexander Barkov the old again. So get cozy. Find a nice spot to watch the game like I have here. And we'll get started shortly. Connor Hellebuck's in net for Team USA. I'm assuming he's going to ride it out this entire very short tournament. But I don't know if he craps the bed tonight. I guess, they could pull him. They could not start him next game. And there's Saros for Finland. And I forgot to ask you, are you watching on live TV or are you streaming? Because we're going to have to sync our streams up here.
I'm on the stream, but it seems like before when you mentioned Barkov, it was right when they showed him. And then right when you said there's Saros, they showed him. So I think we're automatically synced.
I'm right here. Oh, ref cam.
Ref cam.
All right, so you're seeing the same thing. They're about to drop the puck, and it is on.
We're live. Let's go, America.
All right, so we saw Canada yesterday, went on the power play right away and scored immediately. Crosby, McKinnon, and who else? McDavid, of course. How could I forget?
Jesus.
Yeah. And Canada looked good yesterday, but also a little bit shaky. They gave up that lead. Almost lost that game, but they did pull it off in overtime. A lot of our Bolts guys looked pretty good that game.
Yeah.
Brandon Point. Talk about a really good third line.
Yeah.
Team Canada. Point, Hagel, and the Rat Marchand on that line. And that's like a dream third line. Most teams, that's a first or second line.
For sure. It was pretty interesting watching that play, and even in the intermission when they interviewed Marchand, he was like, "Yeah, I didn't really have to do much. Point was just awesome. He put it right there." Darren Pang's even like, "Hey, you're a lefty, just put your stick on the ice. That would have gone in, But they got to a hot start, but then Finland, Sweden, credit their defense, which is what they're known for. That team is stacked in the back end as far as the blue line goes. They held them down pretty good in the second and the third, and then they were able to come back. So we'll see what happens. But that Canadian team was very fast, very quickly, and it was a much more physical game We talked about that earlier too.
Yeah, and they're
Obviously on the broadcast, they mentioned it several times, but it was quite physical. Who was it? Oh man, Shea, right? No, who? Yeah,
we got
Theodore. Shea Theodore got hurt. Yeah,
yep.
I already had to leave the
There's
game.
a big hit, by the way, and here's two that we're not used to cheering for. The Kachucks are
Yeah,
our Americans, and man, I don't want to cheer for them, but
yeah.
we're Team USA all day this week.
America, fuck yeah, coming again.
Oh,
Already. Yes,
it's already 1 minute in.
I'll take this. I'll take this right away.
All right, so there you go, JT Miller in the
Of
mix.
course. Oh, and is it what's his name? No, no.
I don't know my Finnish players.
Peterson. No, the guy that was on that they kept on Vancouver and then they traded Miller. I thought he was on the Finnish team. I don't remember.
Probably all the Petersons are.
Yeah,
Finland's still going to be a really good team, and I think the advantage that they have is all these players that are really good for Finland, more likely than USA or Canada, have probably at some point played with each other.
they played together probably quite a bit actually. And the one thing about the Finnish team is that from top to bottom, the entire country, the way they approach hockey is from a very blue collar work ethic, fundamentals. They will work you to death. That's how they make their hockey players over there. So that's the thing you got to watch out for.
Yeah, I still think it's any team. I mean, if you think about last night's game, really, if Sweden could have easily won that game, and if I was Canada in that last 5 minutes when it was tied, I would have been pretty worried because Canada's weakness is the goalie, and Bennington is a good goalie, and he did, to his credit, he actually stepped it up in that overtime, made some really nice saves. Both sides made some really good saves in that overtime. But just, overtime, last 5 minutes, it's basically one shot that can win it. So, as good as Canada looked and as skilled as they are, they definitely showed that they're beatable. There's Jake Gensel right in the middle trying to
Right
get
there where he's setting them up. And I was just looking at that. That's Matthew Gensel and Hughes out there right now. That's that's a hell of a line right there, man. Matthews and Gensel on the ice together. Those guys have got some high hockey IQ between the two of them, man.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they put Gensel on the line with these two.
Oh,
And it makes sense to me. Ooh,
oh, and there's a penalty already too.
yeah, that was close. That line was putting on some pressure. So we'll
Already.
see what this power play looks like. And these special teams are going to be pretty interesting too, because they were talking all day about Canada looking really bad in practice on the power play, and it took them like 7 seconds to score.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny because I saw a reel or a short somewhere either on Facebook or YouTube about those three guys. Oh, that was so close. About those three guys practicing, and then they were like, "Hey, you do this," and boom, and they like ran it, and then that was basically the exact same play they scored on. So
it's Armia that goes to the box.
yeah,
And we'll see what this power play looks like. Is that Gensel playing on?
Chuck, Matthews, Gensel, Eichel, and Fox. It looks like on that.
Yeah, it's right there on the screen.
Yeah. They're doing a great job at this. Much better than the Super Bowl.
the Super Bowl bug.
Whatever that 30% graphic was. 30% finished graphic. It was not good.
All right, so if you're out there watching with us, let us know. Let us know who you think is going to score first. It might happen here in the next 2 minutes. Power play has some movement to it. I don't know if you noticed Canada's power play looked a heck of a lot like the Lightning's. Not that that's out of the normal for a power play in the NHL, but
Yeah.
right out the playbook.
Well, I mean, I don't think it's surprising that Gensel's on this power play whenever he's the number one power play goal leader in the NHL.
That's true.
It's not surprising he's on that top one, but looks like they're changing it up here. And it's actually a little bit unfortunate that what's that, Quinn Hughes is injured, because that's Jack Hughes that's 86, right? Before Quinn Hughes is the. It's unfortunate he is injured and couldn't make it, because that would have given us two sets of brothers on this American team, which would have been just. It's already cool that the Kachuk brothers are out there, but it would have been super cool to have both pairs of brothers.
Yeah.
Just goes to show how amazing this U.S. National Development Program has become over the last 15 years or so.
Yeah, this team is definitely stacked, and for the most part, they're pretty tough, all these guys.
Yeah, for sure. And it was very interesting, like, we were talking about before you went live. I was watching Brian Ingbaum and Jay Rescher the other day, and Ingbaum was talking about how in years past, when you were fielding these national teams, it was always like, oh, Canada's B team could basically go compete and maybe even win. And now it's like, oh, the U.S. B team could actually go. And I mean, there's no Jason Robertson on this team. You know what I mean? No Caulfield on this team. There's several other notable players that aren't even on this team that just were like, whoa, it's to me, I think it's pretty awesome. And then speaking of the Lightning, we traditionally haven't had that many American players on the Lightning over the years, but it's pretty interesting that we brought in Gensel via trade, and now we have Howard in the pipeline, and Dylan Duke, who just premiered his first NHL game with the Lightning the other day, and both those guys are definitely going to be impact players in the near future, if not at the end of the season going to the playoffs for Lightning. So to suddenly have 3 American players on the team is pretty cool, I think.
Yeah, Duke made a pretty good first impression, scoring really on his first shot, a la Nikita Kucherov.
Right.
If only he's
Right.
Kucherov. And then the Iceman is, I think he's probably the front runner for the Hobie Baker Best College Player.
Yeah, he is.
And a lot of people are talking about him maybe spending some time with the Lightning this season once college is over. So
yes, that's definitely multiple people in the area are talking about that, and especially with the way contracts go. And how he can become a free agent after the end of his college career. So they kind of, I'm sure, would want to get him under contract quickly. And why not try and get him some time here down the stretch with going into the playoffs, potentially getting a nice run here. Yeah, Finland's got a little pushback here after that power play, but
momentum swing. After the power play couldn't convert.
Yeah. They didn't look very organized either on that power play overall. Nice little disher from Kachuk off the board there. Oh, turnover.
Ooh,
off the post. Off the crossbar. Off that turnover right in the face-off circle. They're buzzing.
A couple close chances, but nothing in the net yet.
Not yet, but Finland's got to be careful here.
All right, we got our first commercial break. We'll play some music.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Oh yeah, brother. No, that's not trademarked.
Probably is. Or it'll be shut down immediately.
I don't know. Cletus is a cool guy. If you trademarked, I don't think you would care. It was very cool. I don't know if you saw how inclusive Team USA have been with some of the previous American players, and they've also been very inclusive of Guy Gaudreau, Johnny's father, who's been on the ice for a lot of practices. He was at that team dinner they had the other night, Tuesday night, it looked like. Very cool to have him involved still in the USA program.
Yeah, I did see some of the stuff they did.
Commercial break.
No comments. It is a quiet crowd. Or what if we start to get the Finland crowd up in here? I just shared. We'll see if we can get some more people
Sure.
to come hang. I don't know how many. I mean, it seemed like it was on X last night. It seemed like there was a lot of people watching the game last night. So I'm assuming there's more watching tonight in good old US of A.
Right. Oh, that feed just went completely crap. Is that just me?
What?
Oh, my feed just went like 1986.
That's just you.
It's just me. Stupid Spectrum upgraded router.
Ooh, another close chance. That was Gensel with the almost deflection there from Slavin. I had no idea Slavin was American. I really didn't think
I know, me either. But he's really one of the more underrated blue liners in the NHL, man. That guy just doesn't make mistakes and he plays.
He doesn't get penalties. How
No.
can you play defense and like barely ever get penalties?
Yeah, it's amazing.
3-on-2 coming from
Yeah.
Finland. And it's in. 5.
Wow. Sneaky post from Helly. Shocking. Shocking.
No bueno. USA goes down. I'm telling you, don't sleep on Team Finland. They definitely can win this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
So Finland takes the lead. Let's see this again. 3-on-2. This didn't look that dangerous from the dot. And Hellebuck.
Yep.
Gotta stop that.
Yep.
Oh, that was like a knuckle
All
puck.
right to his arm still
Yeah,
though.
I thought it was 5-hole, but it went right over the shoulder. Yeah, that was one of those weird shots. That's like a beer league when beer league goalies are like, yeah,
Right.
sometimes these newer skaters, you can't really tell what they're doing. It makes their shots harder to stop.
Yeah.
So, all right, well,
Oh.
if USA can step it up, Finland
Okay.
scored on their second shot.
They're buzzing now too. Man. Come on, boys. Turn over on the exit there. Skate it out. Hmm. Did a better job of clogging up the middle on that one. Oh, come on.
Yeah, they look a little disorganized on defense. I will say, did you see some of the pictures of this team? We got some ugly
Right.
with some ratty haircuts.
Yeah. It's like
led by Austin Matthews.
well,
That dirty stash. And there he is right up the middle.
oh,
Nothing. Come on, Matthews. You can't score for your country?
and pass.
Show this goal again. Yeah, I don't know if he was screened at all there by the guy pulling across the front of the net, but that was something. And I don't know if you saw all the Canadian fans behind the net there cheering. They enjoyed that.
Oh yeah. Go to Haru. I feel like that's one of the few names we always hear a lot when we play Buffalo. It's usually him and Darlene. A little bit of power.
Ooh. Almost a good chance there. Barkov and Kachuk, teammates going at it. All right, we're at a commercial break. Usually I do like some trivia during commercial and intermission, but unfortunately, I don't have any Team USA trivia. I guess I could lose something.
I got to admit, man, I wasn't expecting Crosby to still be that impactful on the Canadian team. And like, he was definitely the straw that stirred the drink last night on that team.
Yeah, 3 assists, first star.
Yeah, the spinneroonie on that power play, like the spin around backhand pass and then that power play goal, that was still high level stuff. I was just, guess I just don't give him enough credit still.
He's not bad. Loves to play for his country.
Indeed he does. That dude doesn't lose when he puts on that sweater, that's for sure.
And that's the next matchup, Saturday night, 8 o'clock, USA, Canada, of course, in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they set that up. So most of the important games here at the beginning are home ice for Canada. Then they move to Boston for the rest of it. But I guess it beats them flying around all over the place. Wouldn't really make sense.
Yeah, especially this time of the season.
Are you getting the commercial for the Canada?
Yeah.
What was that?
I don't know. I don't have the sound on, so I just watched. Could probably put on the captions.
He's got 4 players from the Rangers. Well, now we know the problem.
Right.
Finland's got 4 from the Panthers.
Wow.
I did not realize that. What's crazy is Washington, one of the best teams this year, has 0 players in this tournament.
Right. Well, the boats will have 5, right? Total. Oh, in. Goal. Way to stay with it.
Brady
Way to stay with
Kachuk.
it.
There we go.
I mean,
Tied up. There you go. That's our goal horn here.
Oh yeah.
The rebound made it through. Tried to save it too late. All right, you got to pause for a second. You're like, must be like 3 or 4 seconds ahead of me.
Right.
So there you go. Brady Kachuk scrapping it up as usual. Tie game.
That's a very good point.
Hello. Did I lose you?
No, are you still here?
Sure.
Hold it in. Matthews Gensel. He was lying back out there again.
Hello. I lost
Yeah,
my
yeah.
audio.
You have me? Hello?
There we go.
I never lost you.
All right. So if you guessed Brady Kachuk, you were right. Oh, we finally got a first comment.
Oh.
Karen KP. Yay. With the Canada and Finland flag. Okay.
Maybe she was celebrating the first goal.
Probably. Welcome. You're allowed to cheer for whoever you want.
Indeed.
In this free country. And we got a penalty on Team USA.
Oh, Tripperoni. For tripping. Yep, that'll do it.
Yep, I think that qualifies as a trip.
And that's within the rule book.
All right, so they get their chance on the power play here.
Chance to see this PK. He's out there. Brady. Nice. Come on now.
I forgot Ratnan's on Finland. Ratnan, who might get traded again.
Yeah.
Because Carolina just can't trade for players that want to stay there.
Which is weird. As close as they are to breaking through to,
Yeah, they're
Do you think that the
not
guys
a horrible place to live. I guess what kind of sucks is they play on like NC State's basketball stadium.
Yeah,
So the facilities probably suck.
I'm sure they don't have great facilities. Although, it's very interesting because someone, again, is watching a lot of Jay Retcher lately. He was talking about, he was talking about the Glazers and Manchester United, and I'm wondering how great the facilities are there. I was just wondering how they compare the Lightning compared to other arenas. You know what I mean? Because One Buck Place is so awesome compared to a lot of the other facilities in the NFL, and they're saying they didn't want Manchester United players to see that because they haven't spent money on their
Oh,
facility.
that's crazy with how much money Man U probably makes.
Right, right. It was actually a really interesting conversation. I want to go start talking about European League soccer on our hockey league, but it just makes me wonder. Like you bring up their facilities at Carolina, there's a lot of I think variables that make players want to play here in Tampa, and I feel like that's one of them. Is how much Jeffrey Vinnick, the owner, has invested in the facilities and the training staff, and all the behind the scenes workings that make playing for a team more than just what happens on the ice,
Yeah. I still think Carolina should be attractive for some players because if you think about it, they haven't really had too many like cornerstone players.
Yeah.
They won that cup after the Lightning did, and what was that, 05, 06?
6.
So you could go there and be like Mr. Hockey. I mean,
Yeah.
like right now it's their coach.
Yeah, right.
Prolific player in Carolina history. So you'd have a really good chance. Oh, that's a good defensive play.
Oh!
And they got lucky to survive that. Speaking of Carolina players.
Yeah. Oh, there's Granlund. That dude's pretty underrated, I think, too. Tom McNeil. This is a sneaky good roster for the Finland team, man. Teravainen.
Yeah, these guys got some hands. I think the way that you beat them is get physical with them, what you see USA's tried to do a little bit this period.
Yeah.
But let's see, the power play has expired and it's cleared off. Is he going to hit him? Yes, he hits him.
Oh! Wait, stop.
Nice move and great stop by Saros. He didn't lift that puck. If you lift the puck,
I didn't get to elevate it.
So 8 shots apiece here. It's been a very even game so far.
Yeah. I want to say this is a little bit of a change from the lineup we saw released the other day because it seems like this is their top line with Gensel at the center, and I thought the other day they had Kachuk centering this line from what I saw on the right.
I don't know. I didn't see any original lines that they were practicing with.
I thought they had Gensel projected on the second, but like I said, whenever you're leading the league in power play goals, and basically, I bet most of his goals are within 6 feet of the cage. That's a guy that you want on ice as much as possible,
So there's your schedule Saturday. You got both games. Finland, Sweden, they don't like each other too much in USA, Canada.
No, they actually probably have a more bitter rivalry when it comes to hockey than USA, Canada. Oh, they looked offsides.
Close.
Huh.
All right,
It
let's see.
looked like Lehkonen was in a little ahead of that puck, but
Kyle Connor.
oh, nice stick, nice back check there.
Done a lot of trying to, pass shot deflection type of things, and they've come close, but
I'm getting close with them.
I'd like to see him just take some shots. Got that guy streaking towards the net. I mean, you take a low shot, rebound bounces off the goalie's pads.
Mm-hmm.
I find that right on the stick, but we'll see if that's an adjustment they make in the intermission. And Google, or am I on Bing? Is that the problem here? Am I binging? Yep, I sure am.
Boo.
I can't find any trivia here. for USA hockey. That's pretty specific, though.
Oh yeah, Bedard. That was one of the other ones they were talking about on the U.S. team who's still young and hasn't quite, but might be on that Olympic team.
Yeah, they could have put him on.
I think they could have.
They had some options for sure.
Mhm.
I don't know. I probably would have put at least a couple of these guys in for some of these players.
Well, one of the things that I would look at Bedard is because the Olympics are so soon, and you want to maybe try and use this to build towards that, and you'd like to get him some extra, quote unquote, international games. You know what I mean? Leading up to it, I would think, if you're USA Hockey.
Yeah. I'd rather see Robertson out there, though. Although,
Oh yeah.
they got plenty of speed, guys. All right, so we got 4:43 left. Matthew Kachuk, Kyle Connor, and Jack Eichel on the ice for USA. I'd like to see Kyle Connor do some stuff.
Yeah.
It really sucks that there's so many really talented American players playing for Canadian teams.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Canada feels the same way about.
The Lightning. They got like half of their top roster is Lightning players.
Yeah, I'm glad they were given Braden Point a lot of credit last night.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't. I mean, obviously they talked a lot about Crosby, McKinnon,
Right.
and McDavid, but they were giving Point a lot of credit for some of the great plays he was making.
Oh yeah.
A little turnover here. Can we
Well,
get anything going? No, or at least not an odd man rush. Where'd that puck go? Yeah, this
that same line out there though.
Souls and Hughes, they got to score this game.
Oh,
Here they come. Oh, see, he shot it there. He didn't go for the pass shot.
well, that was a great play. Didn't quite get the pass or the shot there, but
Gosh, Hughes is like a magnet for the puck.
Mhm. Yeah, he is.
And that clears it out.
No,
That
good bounce.
first defense is Slavin and Fox too, by the way.
Yeah,
So who they got now? JT Miller's coming out.
yeah.
Boldy and Miller. Like Boldy, that I think that was a shock for a lot of people
Yeah.
compared to who else could have been there. I think I guess JT Miller is not a huge surprise, but he's had such a weird season.
But a lot of it's off the ice stuff, Like I mean, he's definitely top 5 U.S. player right now, so I think he's got to be on this roster. I really wish his contract wasn't quite as fat as it was, because I could have seen with a bump in salary cap coming, I could have seen the Lightning maybe trying to make a push to bring him back. They didn't want to get rid of him to begin with.
Can you tell on your TV? I mean, this game actually almost looks like it might be in 4K. Although my TV in here is pretty good, and I never use it, so I don't even know how to check. But I swear, I feel like there's still not barely any games in 4K.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It's hard for me to tell just because I'm sure that the wife and son are using their fair share of internet, and then streaming and this right now and that. Like I said, I had my internet dialed in, and then Spectrum had to upgrade us to this new router and modem, and it has not been as stable or as good. So I haven't really taken the time to go in and fix it, but I need to do that.
Damn Spectrum.
Comes with the territory, so I'll take it. They were talking about this line too. This Trocheck, Larkin, and Nelson line was 3 captains on a line together. Sorry about that.
All right, so U.S. has been pushing here the last couple minutes, winning in shots. Jack Eichel. Oh,
That's Michael.
Barkov
Right.
right into the bench.
Speaking of ugly American Ten,
this team, bunch of ugly dudes.
bunch of sons only a mother can love.
That's what I want in my hockey team, though.
Yeah.
I don't want these pretty boys like Hagel.
Isn't it hilarious though? Like when him and Point have their hair long and their beards, kind of like the look I'm rocking. Like they look one way, and then they go and cut their hair and shave their face, and they look like completely different people, but yet still identical.
Yeah, they definitely
Like
look
they
like they could be.
could be twins.
Oh, what a pass!
Mm.
Once again, the magnet on.
Stick.
Yeah, I thought he was going to wrap that around, but he ended up trying to take a little shot over the corner there and got nothing.
I really am appreciating this ticker with who's on the ice and whatnot, because you don't always know everybody else's numbers. You're used to watching your team, then you don't really need it because you know the numbers, and then
Oh, that was a good defensive
Oh.
play. He did not get a shot off.
Nice.
Still almost went in. Was Ollie
Yeah.
Mata with a nice play for Finland. I like when they have to change their number,
Yeah,
which I noticed. I guess none of the Lightning players in this
no,
tournament have
they haven't had to, which is interesting.
All right, we got 14 seconds.
14 seconds ago.
Are we going to take a break here for intermission? A little 10-minute stream pause.
Sounds good to me. I can finally finish my dinner. I'm so unprofessional sitting here eating.
Well, that's the beauty of these streams, is just hanging out. So there you go. 1-1. Close game.
Oh, ow.
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
Don't block it, buddy. Don't get hurt.
Just let it go next time, Timo.
So yeah, intermission's probably going to be 10, 15 minutes. And we'll try to get back in about 10, 15 minutes. But we will leave the stream running. Don't go anywhere if you're out there watching. If you are out there watching, feel free to comment like Karen did. Although very cryptic comment there. But yeah, Stash's gonna go finish his food. I'm gonna get a drink refill. Maybe I can convince Carly to come in here and watch some hockey. And her
Get the old balls and chains in here.
let's see if she's out there watching.
I couldn't convince Mrs. Stash to watch last night. She's like, if it's not the Lightning, I'm like, there's like 4 Lightning players on this team. We should definitely
and
be
the
watching.
coach, GM. It pretty much is the Lightning.
And Hedman on the other team. It's like
There's a lot of Lightning in that game.
Yeah.
What about USA? Shouldn't care about USA either.
Well, I might get her just because it's USA, and we at least still have a Lightning player playing. So we'll see.
All right. Well, we'll keep the stream running, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Okay, man.
All right. See you guys later. Dash, you're looking ready to go now. We're back. The second period is indeed underway. We got to get rid of Club USA here, too.
Hey, we're ready now. Look.
Ooh. All right, so we're about 30 seconds in. You found the American flag there.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Got a backup. You know, when you're a real patriot, you got more than one flag in your house. Figured I might as well go grab one that's been retired that quite hasn't been ceremonially disposed of the proper way yet. Wait until probably here this spring. But yeah, figured I'd pull it out for the second intermission or second period. Maybe get some more puck luck our way.
That could get things going here.
They played pretty well. I mean, they definitely outshot them almost 2-1. There were a few moments where Finland was getting some pressure for sure, but overall, it definitely felt like USA played better in that first period.
Yeah, it's a close game though.
Yeah. They might have been outshot, but Finland's basically got pretty much all quality shots. Quite a few high danger opportunities they've had.
Yeah, I thought they had more close scoring chances. Couple oh shit moments for Team USA. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments are made here. This is where you see the coaching.
Yeah, hopefully. Oh.
A lot of falling down.
Luckily, that came out to the line instead of staying there in front of the cage. It was open on that side. Huh. There we go.
And nothing.
I'm at 17-10 right now.
Oh, you're 5 seconds ahead of me.
Okay. That little breakaway, I was like, oh, I think I'm ahead of him.
Yeah, we got to keep reminding because we got people like Ty George and Jack Hughes to score. Yeah. Saw the coaching moves last night. Yeah, Sweden's coach is like a homegrown guy.
Yeah,
I didn't know who Finland's coach is.
He's like a John Cooper of Sweden, kind of, you know. So
yeah.
I didn't get to watch I didn't get to watch the point. I meant to watch, the show leading up to tonight's broadcast. I got a little busy doing some other stuff in the editing, but I didn't hear much about Finland's coach. I'm not sure his history.
Well, I haven't been listening to the broadcast that much.
No, I haven't muted too. So. Well, I figure since I got the flag out, we've been having some awesome freaking eagle screeches. Might as well go ahead and get the old eagle rare out.
Oh boy!
Really, American this some bitch and broadcast up, huh? Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. That is the good stuff. Glug, glug. There we go.
2 crossbars tonight.
Uh,
Did you say 0 for 10 on breakaways?
oh, I did not see that. I was not looking up. It's I like the dynamic chat graphic. That's cool.
Yeah.
We're at 15:35 again. Where are you at now? Ty just asked.
Right there.
Okay.
Right there with you.
We nailed it.
All
Ty was asking in the comments. Just so he showed up at you guys' live stream on Saturday. That was cool.
Yeah. At the old Dignitary Cafe.
I guess maybe it was.
We're going to do it again there. We're going to do it again, but we're going to do it in the back room.
Yeah. I don't know. I like that. It looks different in a good way in the front room, but I think the back room has its own charm and feel to it. You know how I feel about that back room. I dig it. I would shoot it all the time if I could.
So we're going to try it in the back room.
I think you're gonna like, not to get too far off topic, but I think you're gonna like the look of our new shoot location or shoot setup at Varsity Club for our Meet the Geek show. Like, it looks super cool
compared to the original Varsity Club.
Yeah, in Clearwater. So
sweet.
It's crazy because everyone knows Drew, dude. I walked in and I was like, I dropped Drew's name and then I dropped the Fredrickson brothers' names, and they were like, "Oh yeah, okay, yeah, we know, okay, you're cool." I was like, "Yeah," and then we used to hang up, and then I was like, started talking about Landsbrook and the Varsity Club up there, and it was a pretty easy sell after that.
Yeah, I saw Drew. I went up to his restaurant.
Me too, because it's really close to Monty's house. So we've talked about it, but
I was there last week.
Yeah. How's he doing?
It's great. It's a great little spot.
I hear so.
Up in Spring Hill.
Yeah, it's like real close to Tim's place, Monty's place. Your place up there. Yeah.
It's called Drew's. Drew's.
Yeah. Drew's American, right? Or All American, something.
Yeah.
Drew's All American.
Yeah, it's an awesome little spot.
Then you go up there and see him.
You should go check it out. It's close to you, and anyone should go check it out. It's right off the Veterans. Drew's American Grill.
Drew's American Grill. Yeah.
Yeah. We should do a broadcast there, actually.
Mm-hmm.
But it's more of a restaurant. So Drew, if anyone's watching this and doesn't know who Drew is, he's manager of Drew's American Grill. But he used to manage the Varsity Club in Eastlake for a long time.
For a long time.
And then you're recording your show at Varsity Club Clearwater.
Mm-hmm.
So if you like your hot fucking sauces, like it's spicy, I need to check out your show.
Yeah, go check out Trial by Fire. That's our channel on YouTube. Oh, penalty. Boarding. Or roughing.
Oh, was it roughing?
Oh, no, boarding. Yep.
Oof.
Gensel.
Don't be hitting Gensel like that.
Man, not our guy. Anybody but Jake. Ty says we're 30 seconds behind. I guess the broadcast. What are you going to do?
Yeah, that's the thing. Listen, you're 30 seconds ahead.
Yeah, that's what I say. Good job.
If you like to see our reactions to what's happening, that's the perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
If you want to watch with us, you need to pause for 30 seconds. It's up to you. I know Thomas Schooley loves to fucking spoil every goal we do.
Right.
That motherfucker can't stop it. I gotta tell him to get off his phone every time.
Constantly living in the future.
Put the phone down.
Constantly living in the future.
And do you really need a notification for every Lightning goal? I guess he doesn't watch every game though. because
Still
he
no.
has to work, so he gets the
Yeah. But
notifications.
see, I personally, man,
Do you get notifications for every goal?
No, I don't want I don't get notifications for anything because I like to watch them recorded anyways. Like even if I'm home at 7 o'clock,
That's just weird.
I watch
most of
that
your games
on
recorded.
Yeah, all the time, all the time. Because I like to be able to fast forward and rewind and I don't know. I guess I just watch games differently than most people. So
Ties in the future. He sure is.
well, he's certainly not of our time.
Ty is a time traveler.
It's his own time.
All right, so power play here. Let's see if USA can get anything going. Montreal looks awesome. It looks like there's just a mall that you skate
Right.
skate right in the stores. It's damn cold. Just ice skating through the mall. That was crazy. Well, Adam Fox interview here. How long till we see Gabby Shirley in some of these national broadcasts?
Needs to be soon.
She seems very good at what she does.
She's better than. I mean, I think Jackie's probably, better still, only because she's been doing it for way longer, and probably has more rapport with every player. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I think Gabby has the same.
Yeah, but Jackie's more of who was the woman that just did that interview? That wasn't Jackie Redmond.
No, she was on Thursday's game. Of course, she just saw the
Kaplan.
Okay, I think that's Kaplan. Yeah.
But she played, so she's got that.
Well, and they had the AA team on that Canada Sweden team because they had both Malesko and oh man, why am I blanking on her name? The other major former player that they always have.
I don't know. I can't keep track. I
can't remember.
Shorthanded opportunity.
Oh,
here.
It's AJ Malesko. I can't remember, but and then they I thought the broadcast was really good personally. I know a lot of people complain in our market when it goes to a national broadcast versus our hometown guys, which I think most people do that. But
give me some ESPN Callahan.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why he was. I don't know if he was on the point. Like I said, I didn't get to watch it. He's normally on that show, but I don't know why he couldn't also be on the intermission desk with freaking Messier and freaking
another
PK.
shot pass. Why won't we shoot the puck?
But it was there though. It was there.
Yeah, Gensel, I don't know, hopped over his stick or what. But again, if you shoot that puck, there might be the same spot.
Good save.
Gensel's getting some chances.
And Jakey Poo.
And Lightning players making their impression on this series in both these first couple games.
Yep.
Gensel's got to get on the board, though.
Yeah.
Can't just keep coming close. That was him back on defense. Oh, because they're on the power play. Yeah, he could have had that one. That's not easy. That puck was in the air, so you got to have a pass.
He's still kicking himself. He knows.
So there goes the power play. I mean, they're going to get a little bit of a rush here, but as they get in the zone, it's over.
Still not looking too
over 2
on the power play. Yeah,
they've had chances though, but
they've had individual. Yeah, they've had a couple of individual chances, but
Kachuk just punched someone. See that?
Oh, that's good. I'll take it again.
Are they going to fight?
Please. International fight. I'm all for it.
I don't think you're going to see any fights in this tournament. Ooh, the reverse hit. Kachuk.
No, you don't think you're going to see a fight?
As soon as you say that, fight.
Did you forget who's playing in these games?
They didn't even stop play. They didn't even stop play.
Ty nailed it. And Leah Hextall. That was the other one. They had Leah and AJ, which I like Leah. I agree with Ty. AJ, I don't like her voice as much. Like, she brings the knowledge, but like, yeah, her monotone and like her, just in general, her engagement, I don't know. Or I like Leah Hextall.
Oh, Thomas Schooley's here.
Oh,
You guys can join this if you want.
that was cool. I didn't even read. I just assumed. Sorry, Thomas. Ty's the only one that's been commenting.
How's the admin?
Right.
USA does have the roughest team. Yeah, so far I think they are definitely the most physical. I'd like
They're gonna
to
be.
look at hits in this game.
Ooh.
Thomas, you like my new spot here? I'm gonna do the podcast from here. I'm just gonna sit on the ground.
So ridiculous, dude. So
The
ridiculous.
best is when I give you the
You zoom out. Like, I didn't even know what was going on.
boom.
Like, I didn't know that you could make that room any darker than you had it before, but seemingly you have.
I hate like you have a light on in front of you, right? Or are you just using the screens? I hate fucking having those lights on, especially if we're just chilling here watching the game.
I have just like an old school like corner room lamp. You know what I mean? Like the fucking dorm room lamp, but it's got like the reading lamp that attaches to it. I just have them both pointed up at the ceiling, and then my halo.
In the Cigar City backlit.
Cigar City halo.
All right, well, Thomas, who's scoring next? Yeah, this look at me. I'm just here in the corner watching. I'm just watching a little hockey in the dark.
Especially not having it on full screen to see the chat. Like, it looks like couldn't even tell if it was you or if it was just like a sweater on the chair in the back. Like if it was just a hoodie. I keep my screen pretty dark though. So there it is. There's that picture of that dinner, and there's Johnny Gaudreau.
Gaudreau. I mean, he would have been on this team for sure.
For sure, without a doubt.
That sucks.
Yeah, man. But it's very cool how they've like kept his dad involved. Very, very cool. And I'm sure it means a lot to him, you know, having lost both of his sons to still have that interaction.
There you go. Thomas is worried about my feet.
He's talking now. He's worried about your OnlyFans.
You got to get some people to watch this.
Now he's worried about your OnlyFans.
I tried to get Carly to come in here in her
subscriber
American bikini.
Wow. So I'm shocked she didn't go for that.
No, but she was watching the game.
Well, that's very cool.
I mean, technically, she was reading a book, but the game was on.
Well, at least she's reading a book. My wife, like,
oh, what? Oh my God! Is John Cooper coaching this team?
Right. Drop pass, drop pass, drop pass, drop pass. Give up a rush chance.
Yeah, that was bad. They're definitely going to have a talking to about shooting the puck again in the third period.
Better. They need to have a talking to on the bench right now.
Yeah, that's what the commentator's saying too. Shoot the puck, Jack.
Eichel took a shot.
He took the shot. Show the pass.
Right. Pass.
Pass. Oh, I swear there was more than that, but I guess it was just two passes.
There was one on the
shot that when he was coming down on the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was very Lightning-esque, though.
But a lot of teams Lightning power play-esque. I'm a little bit frustrated they don't have the ticker here in the second period with all the players.
Yeah, what happened?
I was liking it the first.
People complaining about it on X?
That better not.
They changed it?
Soft-ass bitches if they were. It was really good.
Thomas is saying Freebird is the goal song. I didn't notice that.
Oh.
All right.
Oh. Come on.
Oh. All right. Now I need to get that song because we got sound effects.
I dig it. Careful though. That's one of those bands that likes to sue people or
Oh no!
copyright claims.
All right, Hellebuck, nice save there. Bad bounce led
Yeah.
to a clean breakaway.
And there's getting this like what I call the full sheet cycle, where they come in on a rush, we have to dump it out, and then they're able to come right back in, basically just fucking churning that shit. Here it comes with speed again. Good, finally they made a play in the neutral zone. Still.
Hey Thomas, how far ahead of the game are you? Because I need to know
Oh shit!
chat.
Right. Now that he mentions a goal song, I'm like, oh. Is that the same way? Is that like his way of spoiling that we're like 2 minutes behind and we already scored?
Yeah, right. It's like, how did you know what the
Future
goal
Thomas
is? He can't be much more than 30 seconds ahead of us.
Ty said we were 30 seconds behind, so right.
I think we're in the clear.
Well, I mean, if Ty's 30 seconds ahead, that means Thomas is probably at least like a minute ahead then.
But is Ty watching on TV? Like regular TV is always the fastest because you're
behind us. Right? Thomas is behind us. He's at 7.
Well, by the way, if anyone else is out there, we're at 6:40 right now.
Yeah.
I wish I could show the game clock on our screen.
Yeah.
There's I could probably figure out how to do that.
But you could probably. I wonder if you could. If you share screen and then only zoomed in to like the top corner.
Yeah.
And didn't show the whole screen. Just
we might be showing the clock in the third period.
That'd be cool. That would help. Oh.
Jeez, all right. Some time in the zone now.
Yeah,
back and forth. We got a tight game. We got a defensive game now all of a sudden.
It's been a lot of Finland here in the second half, though, or the second half, in the second period. So what about the announcement of the World Cup coming back? What do you think about that?
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
I think they said that that's the plans to do Olympics, World Cup every 2 years now. Yep. So I don't know if we'll get a 4 nations face-off again.
I think this will be the last time. I think they were just doing this as like a little bit of a amuse-bouche to this new era of international hockey that we're finally getting back to that we had when we were kids, you know?
Yeah, it's weird.
Pros in the Olympics.
It hasn't been much in the last like 10 years.
Yeah, no.
Think about this. Steven Stamkos has barely ever played for Team Canada.
And he won't get to.
Yeah.
Because he's not going to make it next year. If he's not on this team, he's not going to be on that team. You know?
Yeah. No, I don't think he's got a chance. There's just too much talent, and he's unless he just kind of like starts to light it up in Nashville.
Well, he's just not enough of a two-way player. That's just what it comes down to, you know.
I thought it was at least 8 teams. Did they say it was going to be 14, Thomas?
Right, the United Russian Athletic League or something like that. Yeah, they have a name for it. No, they have a name for their official team that they're allowed to use to compete. I can't remember what it was, but they're already saying. No, I saw earlier that they're gonna. Shea Theodore is already being replaced by somebody. She's gonna be out.
Oh, so he's not coming back.
No, it looks like it.
So they must have reserves then that they.
Yeah, they have like 2 or 3. Like they were talking about the guys that weren't dressed. They each had 2 players that weren't dressed, and then their third goalie that wasn't dressed. And I can't remember who it was, but they announced him.
Yeah, I thought I saw 8 teams, but I didn't really look up too much about what they announced yet.
Yeah, the only thing I saw was that it's officially going to happen, and then, like you were saying, it's going to be in between the Olympics, and then it's announced for like the next 3 rotations: 27, 29, and 31, right? Something like that.
Yeah, it's good. Obviously, the players like to do this, so let them do it. I mean, I can only imagine if I got to play for USA, like how pumped
Yeah,
for that game.
yeah. You know, it's interesting too, man. A lot of people talk about how, oh, this meaningless tournament in the middle of the season, and our guys could get injured, and obviously, with Theodore, yeah, him getting injured already, we see that. But the truth is, man, like even with the Olympics coming up and everything, any opportunity you get as a player to play for your country, we talked about this before, man. Way back in the day, but like any chance you get, you take, and they play with a lot of pride, and it matters a lot. And for any armchair fan or GM or whatever you call it to sit back and say, "Oh, they shouldn't be playing this," yeah, man, I don't know. I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Let them play. And by the way, all right, 5:40 left in the second period. I'm feeling a USA goal coming up.
I'm coming. It's coming up. Stars strikes forever, baby. Here we go. Oh, come on now, Quinny.
So
Yeah.
I'm curious, Ty and Thomas, do you still think? I think you both thought Canada's going to win, right? Still think they're definitely going to win.
Polish or not enchilada.
And that was close there to a turnover or
Yeah.
a goal off a turnover, or at least a good chance. But Warinsky had a hell of a play there.
Always been a fan of him.
Columbus. Come on, Austin Matthews. You can score all these goals
There you
for
go.
Toronto.
Whoa.
Please. Woo. Good chance. Did they move Kachuk up and move
I
Gensel
don't
back?
know. I don't know if that was like
Like
in the
line
middle of a change or
McAvoy with the turnover.
Yep. That's the kind of
Warinsky
shit I
play.
usually see from him.
I think they might have
They might have
because
changed that line a little bit. Yeah.
turnover. Hughes was out there.
Yeah.
Although I don't know.
Well, no, Gensel was out there too.
Oh,
Or not
was it?
Gensel. Yeah, it was Gensel on the back end on that coming down the middle.
Thomas, you picked Canada.
Thomas says he's picking USA here. I don't know. I wasn't there. I don't know if he's read history.
You said you definitely thought Canada was going to win. Ty still's like, yeah, no one's going to beat Nathan McKinnon.
Right? It's nothing good or nothing.
And Kel McCarr
Henry.
and Devin Tays.
Oh yeah, and then they have McCart and Tays on the same line.
Of course.
Pairing. Which who wouldn't?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, why would they break
Make
up
it easy for
Torelli and
that one.
Nagel?
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't put Point with those boys just because, but ooh,
But,
they've only played one game.
yeah. Oh, right off the foot.
Once again, trying to get that shot pass, but I guess keep doing it. It'll work eventually. Although I think he tried to shoot that on net after that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got the Kachuk brothers here with Eichel in the middle. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And yeah, they totally were showing us who's playing the entire first period with that bottom bar. And this period, we've barely got it at all. Oh, Eichel with a good shot.
Oh.
And Hannafin, come on. 2-on-1. Ooh. Hintz just missed that
Yeah.
little saucer pass. Yeah, these offenses are both a little bit off.
Yeah. No one's really holding on to the puck either, like setting it up in the offensive zone for the U.S.
All right, so Thomas did officially picked USA. Good, because we were about to take your passport away.
Oh. Rupe.
Did Cooper have the full line in? Was that towards the end? I remember at the end they were putting Lightning players in. I saw someone complaining, obviously not a Lightning fan, on Twitter.
Cooper favoring his
It's
player.
like, why would they do that? They're playing for the tie or for the overtime. It's like, no, Cooper, that's the guys he trusts
Yeah.
more than anyone else. And they almost scored. Eichel's bloodied up there.
Him in a stupid face.
Come on, Eichel, do something.
I don't think he realized he was bleeding.
Vegas.
He didn't even realize he was bleeding. Like, he was like, there's something with my helmet. Check it. Give me a towel. And I like, oh, really? Oh.
That's
gonna
gonna
do that.
It's gonna be Monday in Boston.
Yeah.
I guess that's the advantage that US has if they make it to the final. It'll be in Boston.
Yeah.
Come on, Eichel. This is a classic case of Eichel, he's injured. He's got a little tiny cut on his nose, but he comes back and scores the game-winning goal.
I mean, he was my pick to score the first goal, so maybe I'll just have him as the GWG.
Who's your pick for goal number 2?
Well, if it's this tight, maybe it's Eichel with the GW.
I'm going Gensel.
No, damn it, I was going to go Gensel too. He's had so many opportunities in this game, and he's been so clutch for the Lightning. There it is! Ah, never mind.
Woo!
Goalie. Line.
Goalie.
Same line.
Of course, Boldy, who earlier I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I would.
No. People were surprised.
Beautiful deflection. Faber with the shot. Oh, wow. You can't stop that. No goalie stopping that.
No.
Just knocks it right down.
Perfect.
Boom. Right under the 5-hole.
Out like.
That was awesome. That is somebody that nobody predicted.
Right.
All right. I got to remember to change my scores here. Oh, I got to remember to do fireworks too. We got fireworks. How American is that?
Hell yeah. A little American Eagle rare. A little American flag. A little fireworks. What a play by Matthews. Damn, missed him. Terrorist, your game is through. Did you change the score yet on the graphic?
I'm working on it. I'm struggling here. Can't get the dang
Sure,
thing.
it's not the cup chair.
You change it.
Sure has nothing to do with you being in the cup chair.
It has everything to do with it. But they also make it kind of difficult.
Massachusetts boy. Yeah, I know we were talking earlier in the first period about it, but I'm excited about the Lightning adding some American players because I feel like they've always done a good job of like cutting of having a decent mix, of players, international players, and like adding some American players who coming up through this American program are a lot grittier and a little tougher. Uh, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah,
Add it to that locker room.
I agree. And yeah, they're starting to get a lot of American players. All right, we did it. We changed the score.
um, there you go. Maybe you're like exactly, Thomas. Maybe if he wasn't in a fucking cook chair, like he'd straddle out at the beach, he'd be able to change the score.
Hey, I like to relax and watch my Team USA here. Okay, I don't get to do this all the time. I don't want to sit at my computer desk.
I have a
Just
new lazy boy office chair that Nikki got me for Christmas. So, like, it's like I don't know. So I sit on my nice leather sofa or my nice leather office chair. It's got great lumbar support. So, you know.
well, I also drove all day. I had to get up super early and get to Orlando in the morning, and was out there till like 1, 2 o'clock, and drove back.
The crack of midday.
Well, that's a pain in the ass. That's a lot of driving because
Yeah.
you can't get to Jacksonville quickly anymore. It's just not possible.
No.
I can get to freaking Naples faster sometimes.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong, dude. Probably at least Sarasota, like south side of Sarasota, faster than Orlando.
Yeah. Well, and I stopped at TGH too.
Hooters.
Yeah,
Lakeland
Hooters.
Hooters.
Going on
Lakeland
I-4
Hooters.
in Lakeland.
Yeah, Lakeland Hooters is legit, bro. Don't knock it, bro.
Never been.
Boldy scored the second one, and then what? Brady Kachuk scored the first one.
Yep.
Yeah, I see Jordy asking in the comments there.
There you go, Jordy. Hopefully you're cheering for the USA.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Oh, we got a power play here to start the third.
My God, it doesn't get more American than this. Well, I mean, maybe if I was standing with a Roman candle outside in my other hand and then drinking Eagle Rare with the American flag over my shoulder, listening to that song, that might be the only thing that made it more American than right now.
Oh, yeah, you can't do that, bud.
You can't do that. Especially not to Austin Matthews.
Yeah, that's a horrible penalty to take. Still really tight game here.
Yeah. One shot on the power play. That's not good enough.
I thought they had one on the first one too, but I guess that didn't count or didn't hit the net.
I don't remember there getting one on the first power play. And that's the period.
And that's the end. All right, 2-1 USA. All right, so shall we take our break, or do you want to go on any sort of rant?
It feels weird that I haven't been on one yet, right? Like I feel weird, but like
I figure we could get Thomas Schooley on here, and you guys can argue about like. I thought he might argue when you started to say Stamkos will never make Team Canada. I know Thomas wasn't very happy about that. So Thomas, if you want to come out here, we can change the USA chants to Jerry.
I mean, I don't know. I was kind of surprised, to be honest, that he wasn't on the team. But at the same time, like I'm saying, the only reason I say that is because if he's not on this team, I don't see him then suddenly being on the Olympic team next year. You know what I mean? Like that's my only thing.
There's too many good players in Canada
They're
now.
just two-way again. They're just better two-way players. Is the other thing. When you internationally, you have to have like the best. You know.
Well, plus we know. Well, we think JBB and Stamkos are not very happy with each other. JBB helped build the team for Canada, so was it realistic for Stamkos to make
Yeah.
this?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I'd hate to think that it was like another case of uh, a snub from a Lightning GM building a Canadian team that kept one of the better players of a generation from being able to play for their team, their country again. You know what I mean? We already had the Iserman and St. Louis situation go down. I'd hate to think that that was the reason that Stamkos didn't make it versus the fact that he just is like, unfortunately, maybe 2 years too late for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, well, we all knew when he had that injury couple years ago that was pretty much his last best chance of making uh, that that NHL or the fucking Olympic team. God damn, spit it out. The Olympic team.
Yeah. And then they didn't do it. Thanks to
And he didn't get healthy in time. So I feel like we all knew back then that was his last shot of being able to do that. So, and yeah, I was also kind of surprised that, or the same thing for Corn. Like, if this tournament happens 2 years ago, Corn's probably on the U.S. team. You know what I mean? So, but
that's like your version of
Stamkos for sure.
Stamkos, because I don't think
He's
I don't
still,
know. I mean, at one point, maybe Killer is on the bubble to make Team Canada, but I think it's like 2019 ish.
yeah.
Because I mean, what is Killer doing up
He
there?
looks just like you. He looks just like you in Anaheim. Just kicking back, getting paid, sitting in a cup chair.
He's got some money in his pocket. We know that.
Yep.
He's
Getting
not
paid.
winning any Stanley Cups anytime soon.
He's got him. He's got him. He needs more. He's already got two.
I'm going to look it up actually and see what he's up to. So this season, 54 games, 11 goals, 13 assists, 24 points, and a +4. I mean, he's not lighting it up, but he's still a respectable NHL hockey player.
On a team,
He's 35 too. I mean,
I'm saying on a team that's terrible, that's not actually bad.
yeah, but they can use a guy like that. You got to have a guy that's got this experience
Oh yeah.
to help these younger guys. And at 35, that's kind of his role now. And if you can if he can get to 20 goals this season, that would be perfect for. I don't know how much more
He's always one of those benchmarks, man. He's always kind of hovered around there. So he's had a couple of seasons where he went a little bit past that and then had more assists, but like that's about where he's always been. You know, it's not Mark 2020 around there, 40-50 point guy.
Yeah.
And I gave it Scully, shockingly, but I was surprised that McDonough didn't make Team USA as well with their defense.
Yeah.
What they are and how.
Me too. I'm actually glad he didn't though.
Me too. Give him the rest because
Yeah.
he's been playing all the minutes for the Lightning, and he's still got a big contract hit. So like, we need to keep him as healthy as possible for the what I think he has this year and then 2 more years still on his deal.
By the way, I got stats. Shots on goal, 20.
Finland!
13.
Nice.
Face-offs, 58.7. U.S.
Finland!
41.3.
When you come up with this shit.
Hits. USA, 28.
Finland!
14. So yeah, way more physical. Nailed it, Ty. Block shots. I heard them talking about this, and I did notice that. USA 7.
Finland!
11. 7-11. Giveaways 12-13. Takeaways 4-2. It's a tight game. This power play is going to be huge, I think.
Yeah.
if they can score a goal here and make it 3-1, I think it might be over.
I agree. I agree. Oh.
But so far, I like the Four Nations tournament, and I knew I would. How about you?
Me too. I was ready for this. I'm excited for it. I like it. Both games.
No. Will you watch? Well, you'll probably record it. The 1:00 game on Saturday.
I won't be able to because I'll be at the field.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be busy Saturday afternoon, but I should be watching Saturday night.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back to Dignitary on Saturday night, but I can't. I won't be able to make it there in time. But I think I'm going to probably fire up the stream if you and anyone else wants to join on Saturday night.
Well, I'm surprised that USA came back and had 7 shots in that second period because I think they only had 2 shots with like 6 minutes left in that period. So they really turned it on that last
quarter, last 5 minutes
of that period. Yeah. Yep.
A lot of defense though so far.
For sure. Which
all these highlight hits.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's looking like an NHL playoff.
The almost fight. Yeah, they didn't even really come close to fighting. That was just an awkward collision with like 5 guys.
Yeah.
The crowd started to go crazy.
I have that backwards, but whatever. I'm so hyped up. I might go catch a midnight showing of Captain America: Brave New World after this. Just kidding. Definitely waiting for it.
Already?
Yeah, it comes out tonight. / tomorrow.
All right, controversial topic for you.
Okay.
Staycations. I love them, but it seems like they get a lot of hate. Nobody likes to staycation. Are you hoping for a new Outback commercial soon, or are you trying to go on a staycation?
I mean, we kind of eat there somewhat frequently, so I'm all about staycations.
I wish you were steak.
It's the best, dude. Somebody say steak?
I don't know why that cracks me up, but it drives some people crazy.
So do I.
I miss those commercials. I'll get them for another week and a half. At least 8 teams in the world. Yep, that's what I thought I heard. I mean, 14, like who are you going to put in with 14? You're going to be reaching. Although, did you see the picture of, I think it was like China versus India or Japan versus India? And the game was like 40-0 or something crazy.
Yeah.
And India had 1 shot.
On goal, yes.
Was that real?
I don't know, but I saw that.
That's what we're talking about when you get to the 14 team.
Right, we get Jamaica.
Things where it's like you can't really open it up. Yeah, you can't. The Jamaican hockey team's not the like bobsledding. You can get away with like 4 to 2 people.
Right.
A solo bobsled.
Right. Sure.
Hockey, you need a whole squad.
You need 20 at least.
Yeah. So I think eight teams, 8 countries sounds about right.
Yeah.
For
worlds, I mean, they're obviously going to have more for the Olympics, but like, when we start talking about having the world
Olympics, they do like they'll let China and all those teams play
Right.
get eliminated before they don't qualify.
Yeah, but like
Hong Kong,
yeah, that's right.
that's crazy.
Um,
Asian Cup.
but no, I think for the World Cup, I think there should be more elite, and I think 8 is elite enough, because then you finally get Russia or their whatever their United Federation of Athletic Competition.
Yeah. Oh, they'll figure out by then how to get Russia to play.
Yeah. Well, it'll be the same thing, the same way they compete in the Olympics, basically.
Yeah, they just won't be called Russia.
Right.
But there's teams like Czech and that definitely deserve to be in.
Yep.
Slovakia and Germany's got some good players. Are they going to win Olympic gold
When Ukraine
or World Cup? Probably not, but they deserve a chance. How are you not going to have Draisaitl in the World Cup?
Yeah.
What do you guys think of it's been a rumor for a while, so it must be true, right? But the rumor that after 2019 season, the Lightning and the Oilers were about to make a trade for Draisaitl and Cooch, straight up. Well, I don't know if it's straight up, but those would have been the two main pieces.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I always felt like I've heard that, I've seen that, I guess this season that's been going around, or maybe sometime last season. But like, I don't know. I just feel like that's a weird trade in general. But I mean, I guess we saw it with
pretty close.
Calgary. We saw it with Calgary and Florida. You know what I mean? When they traded Kachuk and Huberdeau. So, I don't know. It would have been interesting to see what the Lightning would be with Draisaitl, but I still think Cooch is just the better facilitator, right? The better overall person to build a team around.
Yeah. Well, and to make that trade in 2019, I don't know. Do they mesh? Does Draisaitl come in here and be able to play with Point, Stamkos, and that crew?
Those AHL guys, right?
Maybe they don't win those cups if that trade actually went down.
Yeah.
Do the Oilers end up? And remember, the Oilers back then were like not a great team.
Yeah.
They had McDavid, obviously, and Draisaitl was kind of making a name for himself. But if they get Cooch, I think they definitely get better. And of course, he's going to play with McDavid, and those guys are just going to dominate. But I don't think they make it to the cup in those 3 years afterwards. Now, if they build and like how they made it last year. Oh, wait, did they make it last year? Yeah, it was Florida and Edmonton.
Yeah.
Maybe after years and years like that, and they start to really build the team around them. But I thought that was crazy. Like that would have been one of the biggest trades. Two bona fide superstars. I'm very glad we kept Cooch.
Yeah, me too.
Here in Tampa Bay.
As much as I think Draisaitl is probably even the more important player to Edmonton than McDavid, I still think that Cooch is the guy I'd want to have.
Yeah. Could you imagine though, Cooch and McDavid? That would be unreal.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
I did not see Kucherov at over in Brandon today. I told you I stopped by there. Well, it wasn't Hooters. I stopped by TGH because I wanted to check out something at this store there. But that was also afternoon. If Cooch is going for his skate and the rest, probably other players, it would be in the morning.
Yeah.
So if you want to try to go check out any Lightning players, go to Brandon in the morning. No promises, but you might show up and see a bunch of Lightning players.
Good odds.
Schoolie probably knows. He's going to tell us here in 5 seconds. He's like, no, they've been ordering a lot of puffs, a lot of Little Caesar puffs. Have you had a puff? Little Caesar. To clarify. Delicious. The new bacon one, which by the way, they had one of the best commercials in the Super Bowl. You see the commercial? But who was it that did the mustache one? Was that Pringles? No. Was it another pizza place? Thomas, who did the mustache commercial? Because the mustache commercial was just like the eyebrows commercial. Little Caesars and was it another pizza place? Forget who did that. You know what I'm talking about, right? The mustache commercials.
I don't think I saw it.
Mustaches. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
Oh yeah, but
I only watched for commercials, really.
I had people over, and I was kind of doing other shit sometimes. I had like a house full of people.
Well, you didn't miss much, but Little Caesars did have one of the best commercials.
I've been meaning to go back and watch the commercials on YouTube.
And then the seal one. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
That was just my type of weird.
Yeah.
It's kind of like streaming on the floor.
Pringles.
In a dark room. Yeah, I thought Pringles makes sense. A little mustache man. It's kind of like streaming in the dark on the floor, in the corner.
It's so sad and weird.
All right. We got a power play. By the way, confrontation das four nationals. Why's it got to be so confrontational?
It's French, bro.
France.
That's how the French are. They speak very aggressive, but when it comes down to an actual fight, they back down immediately. Come on, let's get our bottom line graphics back up for this game, this period. Come on.
At the goal scorers. No, they're gone.
Yeah!
Ooh, there we go.
America, fuck yeah. Coming again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah, America, fuck yeah.
Yes, I'm expecting to assist on this one.
We got both Kachucks with goals, or did that get deflected?
No. That's just the sauce.
Oh, deflected off their own player. See, that's why you shoot the puck.
Yeah. Send it.
Wow.
Secondary assist, but that's a pencil.
All
Come
right.
on, Matthews.
Free
Come
one.
on, Jakey. Yeah!
Gets
Jakey!
There we go.
America, fuck yeah. Coming again to save the motherfucking day. Yeah, America, fuck yeah.
This one definitely is ready to retire.
4-1. Damn. You knew Gensel was eventually going to get one.
Hell yeah. I told you it was coming.
There we go. It's 4-1.
Just like that.
Yeah.
2 goals in 11
We talked
seconds.
about it. That power play at the beginning of the period was going to be huge, and I don't know if Finland's got the firepower to come back here. I mean, if anything, they got offensive firepower on Finland.
Yeah.
But can they keep USA off the board? Because now these guys are freaking
Exactly. Wow. I'm surprised.
Ooh.
Oh, the ref forgot.
awkwardly into the board. Yeah, right. At the
Yeah. I think he hit his head maybe on the way down. Oh, no. Not number 4.
Well, he's laughing.
Not number 4. That's who I think it is, right?
Nobody does it better.
What was that, dude? What are you doing? You stop it, weirdo. Cat. Look it off.
Jake Gensel, 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist in 12 minutes of ice time. Jake getting it done.
Lightning players getting it done.
Florida hockey dominating.
Right. Florida hockey dominating here in the Four Nations.
Not so much for Team Finland, who's got 4 Panthers players.
Well, we have the good ones.
True.
Or good one, I guess.
Jake Gensel. So have you warmed up to Jake Gensel? Are you a fan?
I mean, I was excited about him coming in to begin with. You know, I just wasn't. I was just waiting to see if like he was going to be able to mesh, because that has been one of the problems that the Lightning have had a little bit with some of these guys, like how they met.
But when they put him up there with Cooch and Point,
Yeah.
like they put Nick Paul up on that line when they need to get him going again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he's just like quietly such a good player.
Yes.
There's no flash to his game. Plays defense, scores goals.
So smart. His hockey IQ is just really incredible. People talk about. I mean, right there, like that's just. He's already there making that play, pushing the puck deeper into the zone for them to make that outlet pass and make it even more difficult. Like he's always around the puck when he's on the ice. He's always around the puck. He's in the right places. And he's not the best skater. He's not the best shooter. He's not the best hands. But yet he always finds himself in the best places. And he can finish.
Yeah, he's a smart hockey player.
Incredibly smart. Oh. Exactly, yeah.
It's been one of the most noticeable players for sure for Finland.
Yeah.
I mean, Austin Matthews hasn't even scored yet.
Right. No! Brady.
Chuck, number 2.
Chuck brothers are just like back and forth.
This is getting ugly.
Okay.
That was too easy.
Good job.
Proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Beautiful. Man. All right. 5-1.
Thomas gets paid. And back to Gensel, though, I will say that, that Hagel was the guy that I was going to, my next Lightning jersey is going to be Hagel, but I think it's going to be Gensel now.
Oh, really? Oh, that's what I was going to ask you, actually. That's the true test.
Yeah.
Are you really a fan? Are you willing to get that jersey? You got to get a Hagel jersey, though. He's like,
well, I think he's still like, he only gets knocked down like one peg, but like I said, having an American-born player, like I think that's a big deal, man. And he's obviously becoming a fixture of this team immediately, and he's going to be here for another 7 years. So I feel pretty safe in the fact that he's going to be here for at least that contract.
yeah. Both those guys. Picking up both those guys are huge. I mean, I don't get the people that think that, like, I'm right. I wonder if you're out there and maybe not commenting, but you're always like, oh, it's the end of the dynasty or it's the end of the era. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about, man. Whenever we're reloading on the fly. I know we haven't had a lot of chance to talk about it this season, but
yeah, the Lightning are too good. You got too many good players locked up long term. You just got to fill in the blanks.
The gaps. And
Uh-oh.
the cap is going up by at least $6 million, right? And I think I saw reports of
way up the next 3 years.
It could go up to 10. And it's supposed to go up by almost $30 million over the next 3 years. So, like, dude, the Lightning are just JBB is just like salivating. Finally, this is what he should have had coming out of the back-to-back cup, runs. He should have had this money then to lock up those guys that he had to let walk away. The Pickles, the Goudreaus, would have kept producing here. Well, I mean, Goudreau is not really doing much, but Pickles is still producing up there for Calgary. But those are the guys they had to let go. Even like a Killorn, maybe even still here. Maybe not for 6.5, but guys that would still be filling in those roles in the middle or bottom six that they're still kind of shallow at.
Oh, it would be different for sure.
Well, at the same time, I think it's like you gotta like it's that old Japanese proverb, man, about the farmer and like his son and the horses. It's like, there's a Japanese farmer who is known for raising a prize horse, and his son was out training the horse and fell off and broke his arm and couldn't work. No penalty.
4-on-3 penalties. So see if Finland can inch their way back. I mean, I think 5-1 might be too much. 4 goals.
Yeah.
15 minutes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
USA should go into somewhat of a lockdown mode here.
No trip. No. But anyways, I was getting back to it. It's like, hey, it's like, they tell the farm you have bad luck, and then the next day the Chinese army comes through and strips all the able-bodied men in the village, but his son doesn't go because he's got a broken arm. Oh, you have good luck, and then they like go back and forth, and it's like you gotta just wait and see. It's not always about what happens now. And if you look at it, it's like, okay, it sucks that they lost, like a Yanni Gord and why am I not thinking of his fucking name? Pickles. Why can't I not think of his real name? Coleman. Yeah, Coleman and the Gaudreau. But look what they were able to go out and replace them with. We got a Nick Paul. We got a Brandon Hagel. We got a Mikey Isima. Those kind of guys have come in and kind of filled those same roles and almost to a better level than the guys before them. And so I think that you've got to be really happy about that. And it does suck that they had to make the choices they made the last couple of seasons in regards to Killorn and in regards to Stamkos, but that's what you have to do when you don't have money and you're still trying to rebuild on the fly and you're not trying to just burn it down. Because they could have kept those guys and let other guys walk or traded other guys and just been like, fine, we're going to do a full rebuild and keep our keep them happy. Basically burn it to the ground and suck for 5 years,
Yeah. They got to start hitting again on some of their draft picks. Like it looks like Howard's going to pan out and potentially be a decent NHL player. Going to get a 2-on-1 here.
Yeah, no 2-on-1. They've recovered well here.
But they built that Stanley Cup team by just getting these 3rd, 6th, 7th undrafted players, which they still have late picks. They don't have as many because they trade away a lot of the early picks, but they just start hitting on some of these late picks again because they haven't really had as much luck in the draft that they had really in the 2010s.
Yeah, I think also we got to give it up to John Cooper being able to coach those guys at the young level, at that level too. You know what I mean? Like you got to remember that a lot of those guys that came up, he was coaching them when they first came into the league when they first got drafted. And so I think that him being able to kind of instill that ethic and that mindset and his brand of hockey at that level and then be able to bring them up, they were a lot more impactful than maybe they would have been on other teams or as, hockey players elsewhere. So there's always that little bit of extra. Yes, Al Murray and his team is fantastic. They're probably one of the best scouting departments in the NHL. We talked about that a lot, but at the same time, I think, again, part of it was that continuity of Cooper from the AHL to the NHL and him instilling his kind of his style and his work ethic, and being able to just transition perfectly to the NHL. So, I mean, you've kind of seen it. You see, I mean, maybe you could say they were running past their prime, but I don't think that, Palat or Johnson were really all that old when they left. I think they still should have had good years, and they've not produced elsewhere like they did here under Cooper. You know, so and some of the other guys, Nemestikov always played his best hockey here. For some reason, he came up through the system here too. You know, so some of it I think it goes to John Cooper personally. I think, but I think you're also absolutely right though. These other draft picks they have definitely need to start building internally instead of just hoping that they can go out and buy players, even though the cap is going up. You're going to need
What
to
happens though with like Dylan Duke, Gonzalez has been good.
He's shown it. And
Scoring enough. That's been the problem with these young guys. They just like Geeky has had a ton of chances to score. He got 6 goals though. I mean, he's had enough chances where he legitimately could be at like 15 goals by now. Like
I agree.
So I think he's definitely going to be back up in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think he'll be back up for when they come back after the break for this. I really do.
Duke, I mean, he was kind of invisible that game until he jumped on that rebound and scored. And he's another small forward. So you just have to be
injured too. He was injured in December as well. So like he's kind of just come back from injury. And like a lot of young guys in this system, they got to get in here and start skating with Barb and that program and get in the skating program. And that's one of the things that that's the other, we talk about all the things that make these prospects or guys that they sign, have impact. That's another one. Like how many skaters have transformed? Like look at Point. You know what I mean? Braden Point in the amount of growth he's made as a skater, it's what made him the player he is now. It's his ability to start skating the way he does. So, not just one of them. We can go down the list with all the players they've been able to change their game just through the skating. So, once you get him in that program, I think that's also a big deal. Give him a little bit of time too. But I think Isaac Howard's going to be the guy that just comes right out of college and makes an impact right away. Which has been a long time since the Lightning have had a player like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Victor Hedman, basically, and even he, they weren't. Neither one him or Stamkos weren't college guys. Which I also think that these days, like the way they play hockey in American college, is almost better for like making a potential NHL ready player than some of the other leagues these days in Canada and in other countries.
Maybe see if more Canadian players start playing in the NCAA hockey.
Well, they've opened up. I mean, I don't know what it's going to look like now with new leadership, but I know that's an agreement they just made, right? This last year, the Canadian players can now start playing NCAA hockey.
Yeah, my bet is it takes over because you're not really learning much by playing junior Canadian hockey.
Yeah.
You're just thinking on, someday I might make it to the NHL. At least in NCAA, you're getting an education.
Well, and a lot of that too is I don't know how competitive some of those leagues really are. You know what I mean? When you get like some of these really great, talented players, and then who are they really playing against? And now they've almost got an unrealistic expectation of what their skills are compared to other players, and then suddenly they do get to the pros like the AHL, and they're like, oh wow, everybody is at least this good, and they aren't even in the big show yet, Yeah. And I mean, I think Drouin suffered from that a lot of not realizing what it was.
He also played with McKinnon. Played with one of the best players ever as his line mate, so
right, exactly.
Of course, you're gonna score a lot of points. They dominated, but I'm kind of curious. What do you think Thomas Scully's parlay was? It was 5 goals for Lightning. You think it was the over? Was it like you pick a?
I bet it was the over.
Well, parlay's more than one, so over.
Yeah, it had to be. Yeah.
He said he already won, so it can't be Lightning won. Unless he was just assuming Lightning are going to win, which they probably will. Or sorry, I said
USA.
USA.
I was just letting you see how long you're going to go with it.
Oh, almost scored another one. Oh,
Uh-oh.
Chuck just got hit or a little acting. A little elbow to the face. Oh, Kim
yeah.
Ricci is in the house.
Mhm.
Did you watch on Saturday when Kim was on and I kicked her off?
I was at the field, but I didn't get a chance to watch.
Oh man, I'm sorry about that, Kim. But we have big old Ian Beckles that wanted to come and hang out on the stream, and then I told Tracy to come out to be on the stream with us, so I didn't want to like boot them because I didn't think Kim wanted to be on camera, what she pretty much said when she got there, and then we put her on camera on mic, and she's like, "Oh yeah, chopping it up. I got these stats. I got this. I know this." Kim, we know you know hockey. But I did.
Also,
I kicked you off. You're welcome to join us right now for the last 10 minutes. I can send you a link. Oh, there it is. Over 5.5 goals last night, tonight, and tomorrow. So you haven't won yet. You need to win tomorrow too. And then Canada, USA, Canada to win also. Canada, USA, Canada.
tomorrow, Canada versus. Oh wait. What?
So you picked Canada to win. Did I say that?
On Saturday? That's
All right, we're taking away your passport.
seemingly can only capitalize Canada, not USA even. I see how it is.
Are you Canadian?
Yeah,
You realize that's the 51st state.
he does. He does like his Canadian snack treats.
What happens by the next Olympics when Canada and USA join forces and just dominate?
Weird.
Have you been in the Gulf of America lately?
I've been in the Gulf of Tampa Bay. That's what I call it. You just start naming shit random things. That's the Gulf of Tampa Bay, as far as I'm concerned.
I like to just block off the outside world and just focus on hockey.
I need to do more of that.
They play Saturday, not tomorrow. He's talking about the. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that's why I was confused about Canada, USA, Canada, because tomorrow they don't even no one plays. Everyone plays on Saturday.
Yeah. All right. Well, 5-1. We'll give you one of these, Kim, since you came to join us.
Deep fried freedom.
U.S. Oh man, McAvoy shoulder into the.
Yeah, I could do with less of that. Oh,
and it didn't come off because he hit like the bottom of it.
Mhm.
Yeah, that sucked.
Uh-oh.
Now Kachuk's pissed.
He's ready. Oh, and who's laughing at him? Who is that?
All right, so we got the power play. I'm feeling another goal coming.
You want to know what's one of the most hilarious things to witness? Is 8-year-old boy playing fucking VR.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Have you ever seen 42-year-old man play VR?
Yes. And that's just kind of sad.
It is. It is.
Yes. Like it doesn't hit the same. It's like watching a kid and like his virtual best friends basically live out Ready Player One in real life. Which is like his favorite movie.
By the way, we haven't said in a while. We are at 9:10 right now.
It's amazing that we were able to sync it up perfectly. Come on, Jake.
USA.
Oh, dude, I don't know why I didn't notice it earlier on the power play, but I love the like bomb pop color graphics for their names here on the power play. You know, it looks just like oh yeah,
Very
that's
patriotic.
another one for the
There's
Chubsters.
another one, man. Charge.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Hit all the buttons. Smash them all. Hit all the buttons at once.
Everything. 6.
Everything everywhere all at once.
The question is, do you think Canada's scared at this point?
I would be.
Because, yeah.
I would be.
Man, it feels dirty cheering for the Chucks, doesn't it?
Dude, it feels filthy, especially because they both still have such punchable faces. Especially Brady.
Reach. Who's going to get the hat trick here?
Right? Like, Brady especially has a super punchable face. Like, it's Patrick Mahomes and then him, as far as sports figures with most punchable faces.
It is 6-1. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Deep fried freedom.
Crazy. What a period. USA came out
Mm-hmm.
just firing. And yeah, the power play figured it out.
After Finland had a bit of a push there in the second. Like I said, it wasn't until the last 5 minutes of that second period that USA kind of brought it and put some pressure and drew that penalty right at the end of the second. Without that, this would be a completely different game right now.
Jim says F Canada and them booing our national anthem. Did they? I heard about that. They didn't boo it tonight. Well, I wasn't listening to it. They didn't boo it tonight. Yeah. But
They might have. No, they might have tonight. Actually, I didn't hear.
I didn't. I'm curious if they did. Glenn saying Finland is pathetic. They won't win a game. You might be right. They're not that bad though. I mean, this was a very close game until the third period.
Yeah, until about 6 minutes ago in this game.
Yeah.
I guess right at the start of the second, right? Because it was 2 goals and 11, and they did boo it tonight, huh?
But Glenn might be right. Finland might not win a game. Yeah. You're absolutely right. But really, they're not a bad team. If they could easily win a silver or bronze in the Olympics. They have talent.
There you go.
And that's different because those guys are playing many more games. This is such a fast tournament.
Yes.
Like you have to gel right away, kind of like the USA is so far this game. And yeah, that's messed up if they did boom tonight. But
well,
you know what? Wait till we're fucking
right. Playing Boston.
Put them in timeout.
It's over nothing, literally, which pisses me off. Whatever. It's not us for another show. They're definitely pushing here.
Saturday night's game is going to be nuts.
It is going to be crazy.
Because Canada did look damn good, but far from perfect. And really, USA hasn't been perfect this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, they didn't start out that great.
But, I mean, besides that first goal was kind of soft. It was a missed assignment, too. He was a little too open there. They've been solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Power play figured it out this period. And there you go. Finland gets Sweden on Saturday. And yeah, I think Sweden wins that game. And then USA Canada is going to be up.
That's the answer for the Kachuk brothers. Finland surely does not.
Oh, man, you think Boston's going to boo Canada? I guess Boston would. I mean, Boston and Philly definitely are going to give that back to Canada.
Yeah. If any, it's like either Philly or Boston. Maybe New York, but they're probably too busy looking at something else on their phone. They don't care.
They don't.
They're all fake. They're always fake
This isn't their
fans.
thing.
They're all fake fans. It's just it's all just a posturing for them or something. Oh yeah, I'm a Rangers fan. Oh cool, I'm there. But
do we think Kachuk's going to get a third goal here? Are we going to see a hat trick?
we have 6 minutes, man. I mean,
They're trying to. They're not letting off the
pace. At the pace they've been playing, I could see at least another one here.
Kim says Finland's missing their top two. Who's their top two D-men that are out? I don't know enough of my Finnish players, but there's a lot of good players on Finland, from Finland.
Yes.
But as far as talent and skill wise, they're definitely ranked fourth.
Yeah, they're definitely the fourth. Yeah. It was very cool though on watching the game the other day and just seeing, oh man, what could have been if we ever were able to get Carlson on the Lightning and him and Hedman out there on the ice together.
Yeah, things would be different though.
Yeah.
All right, so under 5 minutes left. We're, by the way, right at 4:40 left in the third.
That's where we are.
6-1, USA has taken over.
Huge third period here from the Yanks.
But at this point, it's run out the clock. Stay healthy.
Try and get a Hattie for what it is.
Trump's getting some nice
Brother.
time.
Yeah. That fourth line, that was like the first line I'd seen Larkin in a while, just a few minutes ago. But look, there's that top line that they really like. Trying to get Matthews going still, it looks like.
Yeah, Matthews is like, hey, my team has scored 6 goals, and I haven't scored any.
I haven't had to do anything? What's that like?
It's been a long time since he could say that.
Right?
Ristolainen, Heiskanen, and Hakanpää. They're all out?
Yeah, Ristolainen and Heiskanen, yeah.
Yeah, that definitely changes things.
Yeah. Especially not having Ristolainen. And Heiskanen. Both of those guys are like...
I mean, maybe it's 4-1 if those guys are there. I like this soundbite the best out of all the American soundbites because I think it really gets most guys' attention.
Nobody
Nobody
does it better.
Team USA. Oh, it's a shame we only get a couple of these games. I should say a few, I guess. But that's okay. I'm thinking about going to Italy for the Olympics. Not really, but that would be awesome. I might start a GoFundMe.
Right.
Actually, is there any way that I could get a press pass? For
I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, what exactly does it take to become a member of the AP? Like, what do I really got to do? And how can I fast track that before I turn 50?
It's doable. Yes, that was Kim. That famous voice. A minute 50 left, and USA is cruising to their first victory, which will put them in first place with a regulation win in this tournament. So in good shape. Even if they lose tomorrow to Canada, they will be in a good spot here to potentially make the finals.
Tournament.
Because basically they're just taking the top 2 teams after the round robin, right?
Yes.
And going to the final. Yeah. So they're, thanks to that tie last night, they're going to be in pretty good shape here. They're in the driver's seat. But you don't want to lose to Canada. Man, that's going to be a good game. I
know. I'm so, especially after these first 2 games, I was already excited for that game, but I'm even more.
My main worry about Canada is I think they're a faster team than us, for sure.
Yeah.
They got some
areas. You're not wrong. Like up and down that line. Even you look at Sorelli, you've got, they were actually talking about it on the broadcast about how that down the middle, that speed is crazy with McDavid and Point and Sorelli.
We'll see if USA can shut them down. I still think the difference is, Canada's potential weakness in net.
Yeah.
Compared to Hellebuck, but is Hellebuck going to be able to withstand the momentum swings that Canada's going to get on offense, because they will be at home?
Well, I definitely believe that the better team, top to bottom, is the United States team. Canada has better players, obviously. We talk about like the greatest in the world. They have, more of the top 5 or top 10 on their team. But I think the Lightning, I did like you. I think that.
So used to talking about the Lightning.
I think that the U.S. I think they match up well in other areas, and especially being a little more physical. That can counteract speed in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, USA's got to beat them up a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit. And yeah, that was a big difference in this game. They checked Barkov into the freaking bench and asserted their dominance.
Indeed they did.
And the third period, 6-1.
Freedom is the only way, yeah.
All right, come on. Let's hear it in the chat for a minute. You guys want fireworks? Wait a minute. It is how long? It is 1 hour till Valentine's Day, gentlemen. Do not forget. Oh, see? You're getting the reminder right now. Call her over. I got a little something on the screen for Nikki.
No.
All right, this has been good. Wow, ESPN just freaking stopped the stream. We don't know post game. You don't take us right to the post game.
Well, that's still going.
I'm on ESPN Plus. They just cut me off. All right.
And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Oh, I guess this is the start of the game that I just went right back to, huh?
I'm just off. I mean, it looks like I can choose the game again with my stream.
I just immediately started playing again.
All right. Yeah. Good night, Kim. We're gonna wrap this puppy up. I'm planning on being back here on Saturday night. I don't know if the stash will be, but if anyone wants to join me, Saturday night, 8:00. I know I will be watching some hockey, so hopefully I'll be right here in this
I'll be here.
Comfortable position, cheering on Team USA versus Canada. You got anything else to tell the people if anyone is out there watching?
USA, baby, America, deep fried freedom. We're the best hockey country on the planet. You're about to find out.
That's a very good point.
Don't you love when you tell yourself? That's a very, very good.
That soundbite was from a very smart son of a bitch. Let's put it that way.
All right, one more time.
America, fuck yeah! Coming again to save the motherfucking day, yeah! America, fuck yeah!
Good times, man. Good times. Thanks for inviting me. It's a good time.
All right. Well, this has been the good old. Come on.
Nobody
does it better.
Nobody does it better than USA Hockey. We'll see you on Saturday night versus Team Canada.